Hi everybody, it's Christine Bertram. I'm coming to you live from the Hive on Wednesday, November 23rd. We are officially going to kick off December a little bit earlier than normal with showing you what's coming up for a showcase of cards for the December classes. Now, I will admit that not all of December is designed. All the core classes are designed, and that's great. That we're a little bit ahead of the schedule. The ones that aren't done are the ad hoc classes that are going to be added in, and I'm taking registrations for those classes, and I'll talk about those classes, and I just don't have any cards to show you. So I do have a bunch of people already signed up for those ad hoc classes, and they trust me and the designers' ability, or like Krista usually helps me design them. And so you guys trust our mad card making skills enough to sign up before seeing cards, which is awesome. Hi, Susan Bellamy. So I'll talk about those at the end, and what we're going to go through now, though, is I have a whole basket of cards to show you. And so you guys, this is the video where you want to have a pen and paper ready. You want to jot your notes down about the classes because it will help you when it comes to like knowing what you want to sign up for. And I will tell you, a whole bunch of you guys are already signed up for December classes, which is awesome. And that helps me, especially in December. This is the third year running where I've realized that the mail system gets hosed up. Hi, Jeannie Parker, starting this weekend. And so the sooner that I know that you guys are signed up for classes, the sooner I can get them in the mail for you. And I'm so excited because game night went out yesterday along with some of the Blue Christmas class went out, and that class isn't until December 6th. And so it's December 5th actually. So working ahead is the goal here so that you guys don't have your delayed shipments. Hi, Marcia Long. Hi, Feline Mays from Eastern Oregon, who baked up a storm today. Woohoo. Hi, Karen Clark. So you guys, Feline, she told me hi, Linda Kester. She told me what she all made today, and I was like, wow, she's rocking it. Let me read. I hope you don't mind, Feline, but you might have people showing up at your door, but she made 2 pumpkin pies, I call pecan. It's not pecan, it's pecan, right? Because you pee into a can is what I understand, but pecan pie bars and 1 no-bake cheesecake from scratch. Woohoo! She's also making pancit, which is a Filipino dish. And so, yay! She was baking up a storm. She's actually going to be giving the pancit to a friend's family that they lost their youngest son to an accidental overdose. And so she's there, and the one way that we can bring joy to other people's lives when people are going through hard times is by sharing what we love to do. Baking, creating, crafting, anything like that, to help ease the pain that other people are going through, you guys. So I was so happy that you said that you were doing that, Feline, and sharing your baked dish with your friend's family. So that's awesome. You guys, Thanksgiving is upon us. It is tomorrow. It is also my dad's birthday tomorrow. Papa John is 75 years old, and we are going to be doing a birthday celebration coupled with a Thanksgiving celebration tomorrow, which is awesome. So we're also going out to eat tonight. We have my dad's birthday doesn't always land on Thanksgiving, right? It could always be before or after, but we generally have always gone out on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving to celebrate my dad's birthday, just to have the families usually in town. So I've got a couple of videos, you guys, I'm going to be doing here with you, and then all of a sudden I'm going to have to sneak out and go to family dinner. Hi, Sherry Martin. So what I want to go through with you guys today is I've got a couple things of Happy Mail. I'm going to show you what's left for the rest of the year primarily. It's hard to say that because I shouldn't say it's hard. It's just weird to say that. It's already going to be December, and I don't know. We blinked, you guys, and the year for me was gone. In a good way, though, right? Always in a good way. So we're going to talk about all the different classes that are coming up, and then, depending on how long this takes, you guys, I'm going to end the video, and I think I'm going to try to sneak in a swap card showcase from the customer swap from last month, coupled with the Radically Retro swap. I promised Bonnie I'd have her cards back to her tomorrow, or I should say Friday. So, hi, Diane Bogenhagen. I will let my dad know that you say happy birthday to him. Yay! So, oh man, you guys. For those that are new to me, that you're watching me for the very first time, thank you for watching. I so greatly appreciate your support. You might not know what I all do, and it can be overwhelming and confusing. I think that a lot of people can attest to overwhelming is maybe the first word when people start working with me, doing classes with me, because I offer so much stuff. There's always at least one class every week. And then there's always ad hoc things. And thanks, Patty Skiba. Hey, Party Patty's in the house. There's just a lot that I offer you guys. And so if you ever need clarification or if you need help with anything, I do not hesitate for you guys just to reach out and ask. I love to help. I like to help people get unconfused and not be overwhelmed, because what it's all about is having fun and making cards and stamping and getting together, you guys. So if you're new to me, I'm Christine Bertram. I'm from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I get asked that a lot. Where are you located? If you're in the area and you'd ever like to do an in-person class, I have a classroom right here, and we love to get together and create together. So you can always know that, hi Jeannie Parker, yay! Happy birthday to my dad from you and Kenny. I will let him know. So you can always come in person if you'd like to take a class. I always welcome people who are long distance to make it a bucket list item to take a class in the Hive someday in the future. And when you can work it out with your schedule, usually the summertime is always nice because it's warm. I wouldn't suggest the winter unless you like the cold and snow, but that's always an option in case you want to take an in-person class with me. And all my information can be found either on my website, which is cardsbychrisb.com, or on Facebook. I create events for everything, and I have a Facebook page called Cards by Christine. Hi, Jean Terwilliger. You guys, when I flip the camera down, you're going to see all my contact information. And the other thing, too, is if you don't subscribe to get emails from me, I encourage you to sign up to get new emails from me. Includes information about sales, upcoming products, every class that I create an email and publish that information via email. And so there's lots of different ways. Thanks, Marcia Long. There's lots of different ways that you can find out what's going on in my card making world, or I should say crafting world. So the other thing too is I'm going to be working off of a PDF schedule, you guys, that looks like this. You can always find this. I know it's too small for you to see, but you can always find this on my website as well. Cardsbychrisb.com. Phone number is right here. Email address is here. You guys text, call, email. If you call me and leave a voicemail, I greatly ask you to follow up with a text or an email, because I don't check very much my messages. I'm just going to put it out there, but I will reply back to you in a heartbeat really quick. And if you need to chat with me, call me, email, text me, say, hey, when do you have a minute to chat? So honestly, that's like the tricks for me. I always have my current host code here, but my current host code can also be found on my website. So just to show you guys that are new, I know that some of you probably already know this. A lot of you probably already know this, but my website is Cards by Chris B. Oh, I'm shopping for paraphernalia for the Winter Creative Escape, you guys. Ha ha ha. Cardsbychrisb.com. And when you go in here, this is my home base for everything. I have my events in here. So if you're ever looking for an event, you can click on anything that's gray. And you can see I've got a used stamp sale coming up on Saturday. Paper Pumpkin is on Monday. Lucky Hand, and then it goes into December. So anytime you see a gray square is where I have a class. And then underneath the picture of me wearing the yellow shirt shows the current host code. So if you ever go to use a host code that's here and it's gone, always know that you can come back here, find the host code very easily to enter your order. So that's a little bit about me with my website. The other thing is under blog and news, there's newsletters and files. And that's where you find the schedule. Cards by Christine, November, December 2022 schedule. That right there, that link, is this PDF here. I also have here the last chance list, you guys. So this list right here, that was published by Stampin' Up! A few days ago. And so we now can see everything that's going to be retiring from the mini catalog and if it's going to be on sale. You guys, I have been for the last 2 years, I've always, hi Linda Hodge, hi Hildy, I've always scheduled a last chance review with you. And I think back to last year, I think I did it on the day after Thanksgiving, Friday. And so if I can sneak it in on Friday, I'm gonna do it Friday, but otherwise it'll probably be Sunday or Monday. And what we do is we pull out the mini catalog and we go page by page, and I tell you what's gonna be going, what's gonna be potentially carried over, and if it's on sale. And the sale will be starting, I believe, on December 1st. So just a heads up that that last chance list is out there. It's on my website. Again, if you click on last chance holiday mini catalog, that's where you'll find that. And then Santa's wish list is out there in case anybody wants to clue anybody into getting them some awesome Stampin' Up stuff through me, or getting classes through me, you guys, I give gift certificates. If anybody wants to purchase them, I do use gift certificates in my business, and you could buy like a certain dollar amount, or you could buy a class for somebody and gift it to them for Christmas time. So just know gift certificates, it is that time of the year where they are hot and furious right now. If you don't always want to buy specific items for somebody. So that's a little bit about what I wanted to share with you in case you're new to me, where to find stuff. I do have 2 happy mails here that came, and then we're going to start rocking and rolling through the upcoming classes for December. I still have space at all of them at the moment, and I do have past classes that are still available as well, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But I want to share with you guys some happy mail. So this came in the mail today from Leslie Allen. She is Amanda Waldhart's mother, and she was part of my hotel group down in Indianapolis, and she sent me this beautiful bee card. You guys, I will always save that set with, it was like detailed bees or something like that. It was so pretty, and so she made me a pretty little bee card, and she thanked me for that personalized D block, and actually I think it was a C block, but that doesn't matter. It was a personalized block that had everybody's name on it, and it was always so fun to get something with your own name on it. So that came in today, and then this one came in from, I believe it was, oh man, hang on. I know who this is from. I think it was Cindy Runtree. I have a slip that I left out of the card. It was Tammy Steckling. All right, not Cindy Runtree. Tammy Steckling. I had the slip over here. So I love it when I get a card, and it's a fun fold on top of it. So it's like an easel card, right? So it goes up like that. That was the mystery card layout. And then it says, at this time of counting blessings, you always come to mind. And so Tammy Steckling sent that one to me, and now I can pass it on to somebody else with love. So very, very pretty. So that's the happy mail. Hi, Donna Grushki, that I got from a couple gals. So back to the schedule, you guys. If you print this out at home, great. Sometimes I include it, when I think of it, I include it in your class packages. So then you got a paper copy. If you are like me in any sort of way, you love paper. And I'd always love to have this as a paper versus electronically on my computer. So that's why I do include it and have it printed to go in with your classes. So this is what's left basically for the remainder of the year. And it includes some November and then the December. And I always have this broken down by groups. So monthly class, which was the first class I ever did starting back in 2015. And then I added on a featured suite bundle class, and that is my second core class. Then I added on ink, paper, scissors, which was my third core class. And then last summer, in July actually, Diane Bogenhagen and I added on Let's Just Stamp, which is a fourth core class. So these generally take up the 4 Thursdays that are in a month, and sometimes actually on a Monday too. My club is here and always does the monthly class. And you guys, we threw in a mystery card night a year and a half ago. So we'll talk about that. We do paper pumpkin classes. I have team events. We flip over. There's always games and prizes. And then there's extras in each month, generally. And then I have a section for past classes. So this is always at the end of the schedule. Now, I don't always print it at the end of the schedule if the paper itself is already full. But because we're getting to the end of the year, I have a whole section here where I could include it. But know if you go to my website to get the PDF, it's always there for you at the end of the schedule when you print it yourself. Just so you know like why it's on here now. So these are past classes. I have the year listed and the name of the class in case you're ever like placing an order and you're like, I don't like what you have coming up, but I do like that potted geraniums class you did in August. Could I get that? And I'd be like, yup, you sure can, because I love to clear out a class if I can. And thank you to Jean Terwilliger. She cleared out my November of 21. She took the last class I had from November of 2021 just a couple days ago. And I was like, yay, I love it when I can like say I'm done with a class. So, all right, you guys, so we're going to start. Oh man, we're going to start. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through one by one the classes that are coming up. I'm going to share with you what stamp sets I use. And then also I'll talk about colors because I generally don't send the PDF tutorial out to people who are in attendance until maybe 2 to 3 days beforehand. You guys, I am a JIT, just-in-time operator. And so if class is on Thursday, my PDF usually goes out by Monday or Tuesday. So if you sign up for something in a month, just know that that tutorial doesn't come out until after the class is mailed and I've had a minute to sit down and write it, because it takes about an hour to write every tutorial, you guys. And that's always like one of the last things. It's like homework, you guys. Writing a tutorial is like homework for me. And who likes homework? Not many people love homework, I think. So just know that that's hard. And I love to do it to help have a tutorial, right? So don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining. But when people ask for it early, I'm like, nope, not going to get it early, guys. So it's always just in time. And that's why I talk about it in detail in this video, so that you can make your notes so you know ahead of time, right? Because I know that it's not fair, so that if you don't know what's going on, like, and what colors to have, then it's hard to decide if you want to do a class. So this way I talk about it in this video. So that's where the pen and paper comes in handy. Yes, Jean helped me out. Yay. All right, so we're going to talk about my first core class that started in 2015, 2016 when I started having classes. This is called my monthly class. It always features, it's 3 cards, and it always has 3 different either stamp sets or bundles, right? It doesn't have to be a bundle, but it can be. But it's basically 3 different ones, 3 different cards, usually all occasion cards. Sometimes they're kids, sometimes they're birthday for women's, or not even birthday, just women, manly man, they're holiday themed. It's just whatever trips our trigger is what we work with. And so just know, we usually have a game plan. So the mini catalog for spring just came out, and we've already earmarked all the sets that we're going to use. So Carissa helps me with the designing, and so we sit down together and we plan and we put them into the event. So if you go to my website, it's not updated yet, January through April, but when we have a minute, we'll go in and we already earmarked what sets are going to be used each month, and we've picked out all the Let's Just Stamp. We've picked out Diane and I picked out Let's Just Stamp. We've picked out ink paper. So we've got a whole game plan for you guys for the next 4 months. So it's super exciting. I can't wait to start working on some of that stuff with you. But just know the monthly class is 3 different bundles and or stamp sets, and I'll show them to you now, and I'll show you the cards. We'll talk through the colors. So for this December, we try to go away from Christmas, you guys, because we're at this point, this class isn't until sometime in middle of December, and you guys are probably on to other things. So come December class, we generally are not doing Christmas. So hopefully you've got your fill from Christmas already. And no, I do have past Christmas card classes available if you still need some Christmas cards. But I'm gonna flip this down, and we're in the section right here for the monthly card making class for December. There's 4 offerings. Wednesday, December 14th at either 1 p.m. or 6 p.m., December 10th at 10 a.m., or the online version, which kind of mainly a lot of you gals watching do the online version. It's December 15th, a Thursday. And if you want the card kits, always let me know by at least a week in advance, because it takes sometimes 5 days to mail the cards out. And I do always mail kits in advance, as long as I know you're signed up in advance, right? So this one is featuring 3 different sets that look, and these are the cards. One is from the mini catalog, the holiday, and then the other 2 we pulled in the annual catalog, just because we're getting ready to transition to a spring catalog. So let's talk about this guy first. What do you need for this one? So this is the Snowman stamp set, Snowman Magic. And I'll be honest with you, you don't have to necessarily have this stamp set if you have other snowman related stamps. So there's a sentiment that's stamped here in purple. You could easily stamp it in black. You could stamp it in blue. I like purple. It's my favorite color, so I opted for purple. The bunny is stamped. The snowman is stamped, his eyes and nose and the hat. And they all come from this set. And it's like a pumpkin pie marker would be needed. I think it's Highland Heather or Gorgeous Grape, one of the 2 purples, a Memento black pad. And what happens, you guys, when you get a card from me and it involves stamping, because I cannot stamp ahead, you guys will get a piece of paper. And in this case, you'll get like a piece of paper this big, and it's enough for you. Hi, Darlin from South Florida. Hi, Sandy Wicklander. So you'll get a piece of paper, yay big, and it will be big enough for you to stamp what you need to. And the label will already come die cut for you. This frame will already cut. It's already die cut. You guys, all my helpers brought everything back for the month already. The Snow Hills die cut for you. You'll get embellishments. You'll get 2 ribbons in this case. You get enough to make how this card will look. And again, if you don't have that specific stamp set, Something else would be interchangeable. You could even leave a snow hill and put something else there for all that matters. Just anything. So, and then how I got the inside stamped is with the snowman and bunny again. So that is the first monthly card for December using the snowman. Now this one is pulling in from the annual catalog. It's the Sweetest Cherry set. So we use the birthday wishes here. So any sentiment, we perfectly fine. You guys, everything that can be punched or die cut ahead is done. So in this case, these cherries are punched already for you. And you will need a sentiment that goes right here that says whatever you want it to be. There's always a little glare. So embossing is done for you. This little frame is die cut for you. You guys, and this one's awesome. Hi, Carol Alanis. Because this one is a fun fold. And it is great because if you have a birthday coming up and you want to give a gift card or some cash or a check, this opens up, and this is where the stamp set comes in. It'd be real red, garden green, and espresso. And then you can put a little gift card in here for somebody or a check. So it's a cute little fun fold that you don't need a lot of stamps for, just a sentiment and however you want to decorate your inside. So again, everything's punched. Tammy Sikolik punched, or her husband actually, Mark helped, punch all your cherries and your little branches or your stems and then the leaves. So this one, you guys, your card could look identical if you don't have the cherry stamp set. It would look identical on the outside. There's been a lot of fruit stamps through the years too, so you could always use a different cherry stamp on the inside. So again, that one features the Sweetest Cherries, and we already talked about the colors. The last card is from the annual catalog as well. It's from the Willow Tree stamp set. You guys, the only thing we used out of the stamp set is actually the undergrowth that is from on the bottom of the tree. Everything else is die cut. So, excuse me, I got a frog going on. So there's a little bit of, it's crumb cake or Sahara sand, right? Either one will look very nice. The linen thread bow, I'll even make that for you. And then you'll need a sentiment here. Happy birthday in a brown, like early espresso. You'll get a few butterflies to put on. This is already going to be die cut. The tree is already die cut. Aranda Ayers helped with that. Very cool. The embossing is done. And on the inside, I did double matte this one as well. So you guys will get a brown matte and a white matte. And there are some little baby bunnies right here. Bunnies. I hate bunnies when they eat my plants, but bunnies. Bunnies and then a sentiment. Now the sentiment here did not actually come from here because there are no sentiments in this stamp set. We pulled in a stamp set called Paradise Palms, I believe. Paradise Palms. And that's where the happy birthday came from. There's also a really pretty stamp in there called Happy Retirement. And then hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. And I picture somebody reading a book underneath the willow tree. So, all right, you guys. So that's the monthly card class. So how the card classes work, this one is free with a minimum $45 purchase using my current host code. Or you can pay for this class. And it would be, so the $45 if you're doing mailing. If you are coming to class in person or doing porch pickup, it's a $25 order. If you want to buy the class from me, just not putting in an order, it's $15 or $20 to have it mailed to you. Okay, so that is the monthly class, and those are the stamp sets and the colors. We talked about everything that you might need for that class. All right, next, the featured suite bundle class for the month of December is He's the Man. So we went back to the annual catalog. Again, Lights Aglow was November, and I have about 15 sets of Lights Aglow left. I'm going to grab them just in case you guys are still in the market for some Christmas cards, because I do have like 15 of them left. I think that we're going to show them to you because you might be interested. 1 second. The Lights Aglow class was last week, I think a week ago. It was the 10th, if I'm not mistaken. So just know the Lights Aglow. You guys, I still have plenty of this class left. If you're needing some Christmas cards and don't have a lot of Christmas stamps, you just really need sentiments. And so this one is and that one could be a Christmas, or like literally each one of them was just having sentiment. So if you are still interested in Lights Aglow and you'd like another set of it, or you didn't get it yet and you'd like your first one, I do have plenty of Lights Aglow left. I think 15 is what I saw over there, even maybe 17, you guys. And if nothing else, I will use them for my Christmas cards and make some of them up. All right, so He's the Man is in the annual catalog. The stamp set is called He's All That, and a bag of potato chips. Just kidding. No, He's All That. The sentiments and the focal, everything comes from the set that we use for stamps. Now, you don't have to use these if you have something else that would work, right? So they do, though, go very nicely with the whole genre of the paper, right? Marsha loves the willow tree. Yes, it is very pretty. So this class is the featured Sweet Bundle class, meaning that there's a promotion that goes with it. So when you look at the back of this, it has an asterisk, and then the asterisk flips you over here. It says, order the He's the Man bundle by 12/2, so December 2nd, which is next week, I think, and attend any of the 3 classes for free, meaning there's 2 in-person classes and there's an online class. And you would get also a half a pack of the it says Maine, but it's supposed to be He's the Man, DSP, cut down to 6x6 if you need it mailed. And so that is the promotion for the month. And so what happens is this class is free with a $45 order, or you could buy the bundle and get it for free. And so let me show you the cards. And if you want to pay for this class outright, it would be $18 for porch pickup or $23 mailed. And we've got an awesome little fun fold here for you, a little pocket card where you've got that little corner that's glued down, and then you have a little baby card that goes right in there. And so what you would need for this one is some sort of a sentiment. This says, holy smokes, you're amazing. And that's because it's got all the grilling paper that's behind here. So if you have a griller in your life, or like a smoker, somebody who likes to smoke meat, this is a perfect card. This ribbon here is colored. So it's supposed to be black and white. That's how it comes. And you're going to either need a crumb cake blend or a crumb cake ink pad to color your ribbon, and then a black ink pad for coloring, to make a stamp here. So here's a little fun fold for you for one of these He's the Man cards. This one is the classic. So the first one was Holy Smokes, and now we've got the Happy Birthday to a Classic. So if you have a car collector in your life, this is perfect for him. It also is a little bit of a fun fold, and I do need to put a little strip of designer paper or something in there to decorate it up. And I noticed I've got some glue right there, so let's get that off of there. And so we've got you guys, this was a mystery card layout back in, I think, October. So very cool. It's got a Herbie Love Bug on it, so you'll get your paper like that, and ultimately just need some sort of a sentiment on this label. And again, if you don't have this exact stamp set, anything could get stamped on that label. A sentiment would be perfect. So there's the second card. And the third card uses the To the Man Who Does Everything. Just so you guys know, this was espresso ink, but easily you could substitute black. This one is To the Man Who Does Everything. And all you need is a sentiment to fit in your label here, and you'll be good to go. So this one is more of the classic fancy guy with his glasses and his fancy shoes, the bow ties and the ties. So you'll get a white inside for that one, and some sort of decoration will need to get put in there. But yeah, so you guys, all the die cutting, ribbon will be there, your gems will be in there. Just need a sentiment in black for that. And the last one is your camper. So this one I think of Tyler. He loves to camp and loves an outdoor adventure. And then this is Together for the Long Haul. The other one that would fit in here is Every Day with You is Another Adventure. Either one of those could work. And if you don't have either one, anything else that fits in the circle would be great. But what's super cool is the little wheels here have the rustic metallic dots. And so this is the camping paper and a little bit of ribbon, but it still makes it very manly man. So espresso ink on that one. So another class, you guys, where you don't necessarily need to, we do that a lot because we feel that we don't want you to have to buy a stamp set just because we're using it for a class. We want you to buy what you really love and then try to make it work with what you already have. Or if you do love it, absolutely, by all means buy it, right? But this is the He's the Man card class featured sweet bundle. The dates on it are December 7th. So you guys, that's coming up here pretty quickly. It's not next week, but it's the following week in person. And then the 10th at 1. And then the online version is actually December 8th, you guys. So I've got on there That's the 8th, and that's why the RSVP is the 2nd. I have already set aside and forecasted how many cards we need. And once I'm out, I'm out. I had to get stuff to my helpers last week already, and so we've already die cut for 48. I did go with a little bit smaller of an amount. So I know that the holidays are hard because, you know, you've got other expenses that you need, and you also have limited time because you're getting festivities and stuff ready. So I did kind of bring my numbers down for all these classes just in case. All right, so there is a club class. My club meets on December 12th, and they'll be making the same monthly cards. Mystery card, you guys. Mystery card. Ta-da! Clue number 1 will be published hopefully next week. I have the layout already. I better not let you guys see it because it's in here. The layout is set. It's a fun fold. You guys are going to love it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to make it with you. Set your calendar for, it's Monday, December 19th. Clue 1 will be published at some point by the end of next week, which will give you a couple weeks to get your pieces together. And I'm so excited because it's a fun fold. All right. Paper pumpkin classes, you guys. All right. Monday. Got a surprise for you. You're getting me, not Kelly. Kelly just could not. She had something that she has to attend, and she's like, Chris, what do you have going on? I'm like, nothing. Can you do the class? Yep, I'll do the class. So if you look back here, I have 4 paper pumpkins. They just arrived yesterday or the day before. Those are all up for grabs. So if you guys ever see paper pumpkins stacked up back there, just know those are always for sale. They are $26 plus shipping because it was $26 to get it to my house. And then if your porch pickup, it's $26. If you need it mailed, it's $7 extra. If you have other classes going out, we can try to consolidate so that you don't have to pay more shipping or a lot more shipping. Just know though, I have those 4. I usually get on a monthly basis between 3 and 5 extra. Unless it's a hot one that I think is going to be amazing, I might get 10. But in this case, I have 4, you guys. So just know that you see it back there, reach out to me. I can always help you get one. And that November class, you guys, is next Monday, or I should say this coming Monday, the 28th. And it's me, not Kelly. You guys, I haven't done a paper pumpkin class with you since Hawaii. I think that's a year and a half ago. It was May of 2020 when Kelly started doing paper pumpkin, and she loved it so much that she just was like, I'll do it for you every month. I'm like, okay. So you guys, special treat, you get me. And it'll be interesting, okay? Because I haven't done a paper pumpkin. Honestly, I haven't put a paper pumpkin together since then. I lied. I took one to backstage with me, and I put paper pumpkins together. So I haven't done one live with you in like a year and a half. So December's paper pumpkin is, oh man, I don't even know. It's December 29th, but here's how we know what it is. Because I can go to my calendar, right? My events calendar. And there's December 29th, December Paper Pumpkin Live class. Here's a picture of it, you guys. It says, the name of it is Good Things Come in Small Packages. Mix and match your creative style with reversible boxes and paper pumpkin and paper bands for your unique looks every time. You need to subscribe by the 10th of December if you want this mailed to your house. And just know I will get a couple extra in case you are on the fence. I have a few people that don't like to commit until they see it, and then they reach out to me, and then they'll get it once they see it. So it has a whole description here about it, and it says that you'll get a stamp set, a garden green classic Stampin' Spot, 16 gift card holders, 2 each of 8 reversible designs, pre-cut paper pieces, twine, belly bands to customize. There's an add-on as well. So if you want to get the Good Things cards and envelopes add-on, there's an item number here, and it's $10 for 20 cards. And then you can use that add-on in conjunction with the supplies to make these into cards, because there are people that just do not want not cards, if I said that right. People want cards. And so there's a way to make these into cards. And so you'll be seeing alternatives at some point. But you guys, all of this information is in my website, December 29th. But Kelly will be back on track for doing that one, I'm thinking, for December. Team Be Happy Stampers. Oh man, I can't wait. So I've got my team Christmas party December 11th at 4 p.m. And you know how Stampin' Up! Does their yearly recognition and how I placed 20 in the whole United States. I do something very similar for my team. And I have special gifts for the top 15 on my team that I had handmade. Well, they're not handmade. They are handmade, right? Somebody made them by hand. Yes, a business did. And they have the Be Heavy Stampers logo on them, and they are going to be amazing. And so at my team holiday party, I recognize the top 20 and the top 15 get the gift. And then every 5, so at 10, they get an extra, and the top 5 get an extra, and then the top person gets an extra thing. So I kind of like build up what people get as they are ranked higher in my team. And it's awesome. And we have a potluck, and it's just going to be good. I also have a Christmas present that I give to everybody on the team so it's fun, and it's going to be a great time. So if you're on my team, if that's what it's all about, I just sent out the email to you 2 days ago. Yesterday morning, Monday I sent out the email about the team Christmas holiday gathering, whatever you want to call it. Hi, Latokia from South Carolina. So check the email. You do want to register though. So I know that you're going to be attending or not. I think I already have 12 people for in person, so that's exciting. And then it's potluck, so we'll eat dinner afterwards. I do it via Zoom, so if you're not local to me, I still do a Zoom at the same time that we're having the meeting, and it works out just fine so that you can feel like you're in the room and you know what's going on, and it'll be good. Whew. All right, so we're going to continue on to the other side of the page here. So Let's Just Stamp is another core class. So this one's the one that's geared towards beginners, but all are welcome. Diane Bogenhagen, who is on my team, she and I designed these cards together. She does the in-person class, and I do the online. In-person is on December 13th. I think she's got it set for 1 and 6 p.m., I think. Well, no, I said that wrong. If she gets so many people that it's overflowing in the evening, then we add on a 1 p.m. class. And I don't know if we've decided that yet. So I retract that there's a 1 p.m. class. So we'll have to double check that. But it's at 6 p.m. And then I do the Monday class. Monday, December 12th at 1 p.m., you guys. And so what do the cards look like and what set is featured? So for Let's Just Stamp, we always try to keep it contained to 1 stamp set, or possibly 2 if it's like a double where there's words in one and focal images in the other. Splendid Thoughts is the stamp set that's featured for Let's Just Stamp. And you guys, these are different. I did a ink, paper, scissors back in September, and somebody asked, are these cards the same? No, they're different. They might have the same paper used, but they're different layouts. And we made all these a different kind of a fold that is very, very glary. So they all have a special fold. So this is Let's Just Stamp, and you guys, with Let's Just Stamp, Diane helps me design, well, I should say we design them together. My commitment to her is we always do a double mat. So you guys get, like, the outside looks like this, and this is a gatefold open like this, and then you get your double matted on the inside, which really ties it together. Okay, so soft seafoam mixed with Mary Merlot on this one. So seafoam for ink, Mary Merlot for ink, and then there's splattery all over the background. A little trinket will come in with your kit. And so all of these are gatefolds at different points though. All right, so that's one. This one is Calypso Coral. All right, let me just go back. For this one, there's a plant, and then the outline of the plant and a sentiment. So if you don't have this stamp set, something should probably get stamped there, some sort of plant paraphernalia, something. Where this one, you guys, we let the designer series paper speak for itself. So a sentiment, and that's in Calypso Coral. The B is stamped in Memento, maybe? Espresso. The B is stamped in espresso and colored in with a widow watercolor marker. And on the inside, okay, so this one opens like this, and then you've got that double mat on the inside with coral, and the gatefold is more on the side here. Okay, very cool. So all you really need on that one is a sentiment, and I said that wrong. That's for stamping. This ribbon is actually the green ribbon right here. And you will need to color it with Calypso Coral ink or some sort of ink if you don't like the green, because it really started off as green ink and then we made it coral. All right, the last one for this series, I've lost my embellishment here, is our little book card. And there's glue right there. Let's get you in there so you don't stick on my envelope. Okay, so right there. I love this card, you guys. This one makes me happy. I'm purple fanatic, right? So this stamp is right here. So you need some sort of a stamp to stamp on the white piece and some sort of a stamp sentiment. So you've got espresso, and then watercolor pencils are used to color in rich raspberry, I believe, and then yellow. And when you open it, it's a book card, you guys. I love it. It's like a vertical book card. So very cool. Double matted with fresh freesia as well. So super cool. Again, you'll get some of the embellishments and you'll get the ribbon. Very, very pretty. Pretty, pretty. All right. So you guys, that's Let's Just Stamp. Free with a minimum $45 order if you need it mailed. Cost is $15 or $20 if you want it mailed. And if you want to place an order to get it for free and you're getting it porch pickup or in person, it's a $25 order. Again, it features Splendid Thoughts. That's Let's Just Stamp. All right. On the bottom, we have ink, paper, scissors. You guys, Boughs of Holly is gone. None left. None. Finito. It's done. So, Joyful Flurry. So, this is the stamp set that's featured for ink, paper, scissors. Hi, Doris Munson. That's ink, paper, scissors for December. And it's so cool. So, this was Carissa's idea. For the last 3 years, I've always done the snowflake class in December, but I've always done like pastels, like pinks and blues, purples, greens. Well, she's like, well, what about using the in colors? I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so awesome. Like, great idea. So these are 4 of the 5 in colors. We left out Parakeet Party. We already talked about it. If you want Parakeet Party, you can make your own Parakeet Party snowflake card and send me a picture of it so I can share it with everybody. I think Judy Immel's working on that right now. So Joyful Flurry is the stamp set that's used. And in this case, you'll get these embellishments, the adhesive back sequins and gems. You'll get a roll of the ribbon, and you'll get a 1/4 pack of the vellum, the snowflake vellum. And so this is your Sweet Sorbet snowflake card. You just need a sentiment in the middle. It says, Let's Just Snow. And the other thing that we did, because these are thick white bases, we didn't want just plain white on the inside. That's boring. So every one of these cards, you guys will get a double matte in the corresponding color. So Sweet Sorbet here, we used all the stamps get used primarily on the inside, except for one card, they did get carried over to the outside. So on this one, you just need a sentiment. This one is Orchid Oasis. Oh, it's so pretty. Let It Snow. Again, a small sentiment is all you need on the outside. For this one, oh, Marsha Long, thanks so much. Don't forget to click on thumbs up next to the live chat. I appreciate you saying that and reminding people to do that. And speaking of doing that, let's just do that really quick because I haven't done it. Yay, it said I was the first one. All right, everybody else needs to do it too. Please, please, please. And then we've got back here, this little snowflake here. You'll need some sort of a purpley ink like Orchid Oasis to color the back of it. The front is the iridescent color, and then the back is like plain white, and we just colored that snowflake, and you'll get that snowflake in your kit. All right, speaking of that, I need to add that to my grocery list to get more snowflakes. So that's the Orchid Oasis, and again, you guys, it will be double matted so that you have a little bit of pop of color on the inside. This is the one that is Starry Sky, Starry Night, whatever. It's one of the it's Starry something. I always get them confused. This is the one where you're going to need 3 stamps. You'll get a piece of white paper, yay big, and you'll need to stamp something to get your snowflakes. You'll get a label, and then there's a sentiment and some baby snowflakes stamped on it. And then we use a little bit of color of the Starry Night to get coloring onto the embossed snowflakes. So you'll get your ribbon in your kit, you'll get your gems in your kit, and again, we double matted it with the Starry Sky or Starry Night on the inside. And the last, but certainly not least, is Tahitian Tide. Doris Munson, you'll have to send me a quick note. If you send me a quick note, I can double check if you're signed up for ink, paper, scissors. I can't recall off the top of my head right now if you are or you aren't. Oh, our little gemsy here is not wanting to stick. So let's just put that right back down. Okay, so this one is Tahitian Tide, and it's a season of magic and wonder. And this is die cut. This will be die cut for you. It's super cool. Thanks for sharing, Doris. Oh, I thought that came off. So these little guys, they actually pop up, and there's silver foil underneath there. So all you need for this card is a sentiment, and the colors that it colors Tahitian Tide. And then the inside, you got your double matte with Joyful Wishes. So we used the Joyful Wishes on everyone because that was what was in the set. But any one of these, you could change up your sentiments, make them birthday cards, thinking of you cards, thank you cards, whatever you need. But we tried to keep it consistent with using the stamps from the set. So, you guys, ink, paper, scissors is not a class you can get free with an order. It is a set price because you get a goodie bag, which includes a quarter pack of the vellum, a pack of the rhinestones, embellishments, and you get the ribbon. So the cost is $30 for porch pickup or $36 if you want it mailed to you. All right, so that's Joyful Flurry, you guys. Ink, paper, scissors. Then we have a few things on the back. Games and prizes. Lucky Hand and Game Night are next week. I mentioned that I needed to mail them out. Why is that hair always never just stays behind my ear? And I don't know it's doing it until I see it in the video. So Lucky Hand and Game Night are both next week. Lucky Hand is in person on Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Same cards, same getup, same whole setup. It's all the same. But Game Night is the online version. I call them two different things because we do two different things. Lucky Hand, we get cards, like playing cards, and we do with pennies. And Game Night, you give me your 5 lucky numbers between 1 and 30, and then I call off numbers, and that's how you win prizes. So the set that's featured is it's called Penguin Place, and I'm going to show you the cards. I think I can accommodate for cards because I already, everybody who signed up, you're already got it in the mail, right? So if you didn't sign up for it, I still can make it work because I kitted up the cards already. I just need to get the products. You might not have it in time for the class, but you'd still get the cards. You'd still be able to play along, and then your kit would arrive soon after because I don't know how long it takes for mailing, and we had Thanksgiving in there, so I really wanted to get these out yesterday so that they had an extra day for shipping. So there is still plenty of room. I think we have about 18 more sets of cards, and that would be awesome. So if you want to get signed up, you just gotta, the sooner the better. I'll show you the cards, and I'm gonna also show you the prizes. So because I attended on stage, those that attended on stage got a product purchase premiere. And I ordered the suites for myself to be able to start creating cards for you guys for in January, but all the bundles I was able to order as prizes. So I'm going to show you the prizes as well. And they're all out of the new spring mini catalog, which is exciting. So not a lot of people have these yet. And know that how I do my game night is if you can't make it or participate, and we know that, I have your numbers and they're logged, and Kelly will follow along. And so I often hear people like, I don't want to because I can't make it to actually be present. Well, if you win and we see that you won, you would just get to pick, you would get whatever's left at the end, right? So it's still an awesome prize. You get a prize. And so, because people will say the day of that something came up or they're sick, and like, that's how we work it, right? Because that's how I would want it if I participated in something and I can't make it. So Penguin Place is the stamp set. They cost two different things. And Lucky Hand is a different price than Game Night because it's based off of how many people participate. And I take the pool of money that is built in for buying prizes based off of each event. And so the bundles, because I get about 40 people to about maybe 45, 50 people that do Game Night, I can do bundles for the main prizes, where in person, they're smaller prizes usually. So I'll talk about Lucky Hand is $40, and then Game Night is $43 if you want it mailed, or $37 for porch pickup. And what do the cards look like? And then we'll go through the prizes here. So I am seeing a big glare right there, so we're going to set that right like that. All right, so Penguin Place is the stamp set that is featured, but you could probably get by without having it if you don't have it. But this was a carryover stamp set from last year, so I think a lot of people do have it. So here's your card with this one. So there are two are with rich raspberry and 2 are with blue. In this case, there's a punch that goes with it, and we've already punched out. So you really only need a sentiment in black. You need pumpkin pie for a nose. And if you don't have pumpkin pie and you have an orange marker, you could always make your own nose, and you could also make your own dots for eyes. Just know that the nose and the eyes are part of the stamp set, so if you have it, great. We also did take a little bit of white ink, and we sponged over the snowflake there to make it like a little bit more pronounced. And then here we used a marker, a mint macaron marker, and we colored the snowflake. Now, if you don't, it'll be iridescent, which is fine, but just know that is what we did there. And then on the inside, you guys there's a little piece of paper that we used. So this one is like, it's kind of geared like an ink, paper, scissors, where you get a roll of ribbon, you'll get rhinestones, and then you'll get you will get the paper, the designer series paper, a quarter pack of it. Okay, so that's that card. This one is also, there's a stamp. So I stamped him right on this white label, but Tammy and Mark actually punched enough of this penguin that you will get a piece of black and a white. And if you want to use the punched out piece, you can, or you could stamp, but you'll get 2 feet and the body, the inside and the outside. Rich raspberry for the sentiment, rich raspberry for the balloon. So, and then on the inside, we did stamp the little dude right down at the bottom. So black ink, pumpkin pie ink as well. This one is the one where you're gonna have to get a little creative. If you don't have the stamp set, something here. So we stamped him and then we fussy cut him out. So he's stamped in black with a pumpkin pie nose, and then he's up here like he's sliding down a hill. Season's Greetings is stamped in Night of Navy, and then we used some Pacific Point and just kind of sponged a little color right over those snowflakes. And the inside, he's, I believe, just hanging out down there. So Memento ink, pumpkin pie ink. If you don't have it, a snowman would look really cool on here too, a smaller snowman. So what happens is you guys are going to get a piece of white paper, and you'll be able to stamp your balloon, and your little penguin dude on it. And if you don't have the penguin, it could be something else. All right, the last one is, oh, so cute, for a birthday card. Picture this dies were used. And so all that die cutting is already done. The embossing of the brick folders on here. You'll get a little baby circle, and that is happy birthday on it. These are already punched for you, so you will need pumpkin pie for a nose and black for eyes, Pacific Point for the balloon. And on the inside, I don't even remember what we have. Apparently, oh, a piece of designer series paper is going to get glued there. I didn't do it yet. So, you guys, this is the first thing we'll do in this class is cut the paper together as a group, and then we'll start working on the cards. This ribbon is actually the pool party ribbon right here. So the pool party, and we did use Pacific Point ink on it. So you could use Pacific Point and like a sponge dauber to make it that color. But you'll get the roller ribbon, and it's all the same color. It's all pool party, but you can really easily change the color of that ribbon. Are you guys ready for some prizes? Woohoo! Okay, these are the prizes. So there's a bundle. It's called Something Fancy. All right. Might as well show you the dies. I am not going... Carissa loves the picture of this dies. Yes, she sure does. This one has dies that look, oh, awesome. These are the labels. So cool. All right, so Something Fancy is the stamp set, and the labels that go with it make the bundle. So that is your bundle. I'm not going to even put it back in the plastic, you guys. We're just going to go like that so that we can easily see this in the future. All right, so that's prize package, one of them. Desert Details. I'm like, what does that say? Desert Details. So that's the stamp set. And then there are dies that go with it. And what do the dies look like? They look like that. That one looks so cool. I can't wait to make a bonfire pit and have that be the smoke that's coming up and the flames that are coming up. And so this is the die set that goes with the Desert Details. That is a second prize package. Then we have On the Farm as a prize package. And what do these dies look like? Let's open them up. Lots of little animals. This little wind tower is so cool. There's a rolling hill. There's little, oh my gosh, these are the smallest dies ever. There's little geese and ducks and pigs and cows. So cool. And then the die set actually, these shapes actually cut out the designer series paper that is a sale-a-bration item. All right, so that's On the Farm. Two-Tone Flora is a fourth prize package. So you got all the flowers. And this one has 2 sheets of dies. This one is so cool. It cuts out all this little detail, and then these flowers are the outlines for those flowers. So that's the Two-Tone Flora. You guys, these were all, I could get these all because of going to Onstage early. I got to do the product purchase premiere. And then Seaside Bay. It's one of the perks of being a demonstrator, you guys. You get to go to events, and then you can order early. It's super cool. So Seaside Bay. And then what do the dies look like? Latokia loves the dies on that set. Yes, they are so pretty. This is Seaside Bay. I can't wait to make a card with that and put a little pearl in there. So cool. Something little round thing, right? To make it look like a pearl. I think there are actually embellishments that look like little pearls. So you guys, this is for game night, right? Not Lucky Hand. These are the game night prizes. And I wanted to share with you them because 5 of you who participate and pay for the event will win these. So awesome. And you'll win even with just getting the cards in your goodie bag. So that is Penguin Place for game night and Lucky Hand. But we're not done. Oh, we're not done. It's a Blue Christmas. This was an ad hoc add-on class that is set for December 6th, a Tuesday in person at 10 a.m. and online is December 5th, Monday at 1 p.m. And I still have maybe 9 spots at this class, so 9 kits available. The sets that are featured are from the mini catalog. I think all of them are. Yep. So this one is either the Christmas lights or it's the Lights Aglow bundles. Your tree will already be die cut for you. You will need to use some sort of a sponge dauber or blending brush or sponge to add color over it. It's because it's white glimmer paper. Sure, you're going to need Starry Sky or Starry Night if you have it, or a navy would work too, or a basic gray would work, but a sentiment there. And then this is an easel card. So you pop it up like this, and then you'll need that same ink for the snowflake here. You guys, these are already kitted up, ready to go. If you got game night, your kit was already mailed with your game night, but if you got this class by itself, it'll be mailed out like next Monday or Tuesday. And then a little bit of white ink was used to sponge over the painted texture embossed area. Music notes are already embossed for you. All your die cutting's done. So, Chris, do you see here my recipe card is a little bit light. It's missing everything except for one thing. All right, so that one, oh, and a sentiment on the inside for that. So that's the Lights Aglow is what was featured here. This one is the Merriest Moments stamp set that was featured. And really the only thing is the stamp set, the stamp here from there. The die cut is as well, but the sentiment, you could put anything here. You need a little white ink, the same for this one. You just sponge a little white ink over it. You'll get your 3 little die cut flowers, some mesh is already in your kit, and then that one, I don't even have a white inside of mine, but so that one is your navy. Your balmy blue was used on this one. You'll need a balmy blue ink color or light blue with a blending brush, and that was sponged all over the white shimmer paper to create like a burst up back there. You guys will get a little strip of glimmer paper. You'll have to cut it apart. This one's going to be a little bit of piecemealing. Ink here is balmy blue, and you'll get some white sprigs here that are from White Glimmer. And the inside, I don't even know if I have. What do I have? Nothing. So stamping a candy cane on the inside, I'm guessing. So little snowflake that's in your kit already for you. And then lastly is Tahitian Tide. And so like a light blue would be good here. All you need is a sentiment here and some snowflakes. Now, I went back and I found 7 different snowflake sets from the last 3 or 4 years, you guys. So there's a lot of snowflake sentiments or snowflake stamp sets. So we just stamped snowflakes on this white piece, and there's a little piece of vellum here just to add a little layer, and you'll have your white snowflakes already die cut, and a white inside is, I'm sure, what you'll get. All right, so you guys, Blue Christmas was an ad hoc add-on card class. It's $23 mailed or $18 if you want to do porch pickup, or you could get it free with an order as well. I have a holiday open house. I sent an email about it. So if you didn't get the email, I highly encourage you to get my emails because that's basically I invited people who are on my team and who have also placed an order with me or gotten a card class for getting invited to the open house. So that was emailed out, I think, Monday as well. So there are 2 more ad hoc classes that are in the works. Let me set these back here. Oh, they can go right here. There are 2 more classes in the works. They are the Ringed with Nature or Ringed with Love, which was a sale-a-bration item. Let me just see here. I believe, I don't have a date set for you guys, but I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, I have 11 people signed up, you guys. I don't have a date set. It will happen sometime in the last half of December. It'll be an online only class. It'll be like a Stamp-A-Stack, 5 designs, 3 of each card, and you'll get product. You'll get the paper, or you will, you can either get the paper or not get the paper. It just depends. I have the pricing built in both ways. And then it'll include 2 rolls of ribbon and a pack of embellishments and the card bases and everything in between to make 15 cards. So the Rings of Nature is still out there. It is gonna happen. I just don't have a date yet, and I don't have the cards designed. They're half designed, I should say. They're all laid out. Like, we have ideas and layouts, but they're not put together and they're not in a form to show you yet. So just know that it's still out there. So in case you remembered that being talked about in the past, it's still out there. And then the other one is the fitting florets, which is going to be a product-based class as well, very similar to Stamp a Stack. 5 designs, 3 cards. Product included will be 2 rolls of ribbon, embellishments, a pack of the fitting florets, designer series paper, and I don't have a date set for that either. Most likely it'll be the last half of December, and it will not be back-to-back, I promise. It won't be like one day and one the other day. I can't do that. That will kill me. No, it wouldn't kill me, but it will make me very tired. So just know that those 2 classes are on the horizon. And then the other thing I want to talk about is, you guys, the Winter Creative Escape. We have 1 card completely designed. It just needs an embellishment when the time comes, because we couldn't get everything ahead. But we do have the 1 card design. There's either going to be 8 or 9 cards for the Winter Creative Escape and a 3D project. The 3D project, you guys, is going to be that book. It's so cool. It's like a book that is put together with envelopes, and it's so cool. We have an idea about what we're going to do. We just haven't been able to order all the products yet, right? So we can't like design everything quite yet. The Winter Creative Escape is in January. If you go out to my calendar, you guys, you can already read the details. So I haven't published it per se via an email, but what did Carissa do? You can retract messages. I didn't know that, Carissa. She retracted a message. Now I'm curious what you retracted, right? So if you guys go out to my website and you click on my events calendar, I already have 48 people signed up for the event, and I'm going to cap it at 88, so there's 40 more spots. But if you go to the events calendar for January 12th, it is the only thing out there for January. And I just, Deb Norman proofread it for me, and everything is ready to go. So now I just have to copy it. It's 4 one-day events in person, or there's also the online option. And if you click on it, it has all of the details. So it's $115 for my team, for team pricing, and it's $125 if you're not on my team. All the details are here. It's just, you guys, it's a book. You can go through and read it. You get a goodie bag valued at $50 plus a sale-a-bration item. You get 8 creative presentations. You get 9 to 10 make and takes, display boards. I'm so excited to tell you that I am going to have 10 different displays for you with all these ideas. Each of the suites plus the On the Farm bundle and a sale-a-bration table. So it's going to be amazing for ideas and creativity. Can you go over the card kit with the willow tree? Yes, I can do that, Marcia. So the Winter Creative Escape, it's like an investment in the new catalog. Your goodie bag is usually an assortment. I said, haha, I'm not in charge of the recipe card, but try to remind you to write it up and make notes. Ha ha ha. Yeah. Right. You guys, when Chris and I are designing together, it's like a hot mess of things flying. And I don't always think to write the recipe card. So that's what I need to do though, right? Is write a recipe card. So when we're kidding up, I have all the measurements. So ha ha ha. All right. So Creative Escape, you guys, I highly encourage you to tell me which day you want. I already am at 14 people for Friday. So I have 1 more spot for Friday, but plenty of room for Sunday. And then I'm about half full for Saturday, and I am about 11 people. So I have like 3 more spots for Thursday. So it's 4 one-day events in person. It's like, if I could explain it to you, it's like an onstage meets a personalized crafting retreat at an event, like a local event. There's prize patrol. There's so much creativity, inspiration, and what's awesome about it is the camaraderie and the bonding and the friendships. I think you are on the list, Latokia, for the online version. Just know too, the other thing is, for those, the boxes will always mail out after the event, because I do a raffle, and in case you win something else, there's swapping as well. So there's 6 different swap groups with it. So I encourage you guys to go out to that event on January 12th and look at all the information. Like, you guys, I really have a book here. So you can definitely go out and read it. If you are interested in any of this and you have more questions, don't hesitate to reach out to me. But I encourage you, look at this. I even have Tyler inspired card swap. because Tyler always loves to go out here and put little grades, not grades, but stars and bottle caps and acorns and fun stuff on of his favorite cards. And so we created a group. Shh, you guys, shh. He doesn't know anything about it, but we think he's going to go ham when he sees like 15 different cards that are all amazingly guyish, manly manish, like ruggedy, outdoorsy, browns and greens. Like, so it's like no nature cards, manly man cards, no birthday, no holiday. He loves green and earth tones, no glitter or sparkle. This is going to be great because you guys will get some manly man card ideas. So all the details can be found here. I even do a shoebox swap at this event here on Friday night, and different ways to pay for it. And okay, so that's out there. And I'm telling you guys this now because the deadline to sign up is actually with payment is December 16th. And I need to know who's swapping, who's not swapping. And that is less than a month away. So be watching in your email. So if you are subscribing to my emails, just know that this email for the Winter Creative Escape is going to be coming out in the next 3 to 5 days. I just got it finalized and proofread on Monday, and now I can go ahead, copy it, and then put it in an email and send it out to you guys. So if you are penciled in and you haven't paid for it yet, now is the time to think about paying for it as well. And I'm already shopping for the attendance gift. Everybody's gonna get an awesome attendance gift. And as soon as cards are designed and as soon as the stuff is figured out, like the attendance gift, I love to share that stuff with you guys early so that you can kind of get excited, right? So fun. Latokia, if you could send me an email and let me know that you want me to double check, but I'm almost positive you are on the list for a Creative Escape. So, and for those, again, for the team, the pricing is $115, and for non-team members is $125. All right, so I'll show you one card that goes with the Winter Creative Escape. It's a fun fold, and this is actually designer series paper, so you don't need to have these stamps. The only thing that is stamped is the barn. So if you don't have the barn, you could definitely get by not having a barn up there. I take it back. There are some clouds that are stamped as well in basic white, just to make it look like there's some clouds back there. And then there's an arm, ha ha, peekaboo. And then this guy flips up. And so we've got our chicken stamped on the inside. So this, you guys, is a Winter Creative Escape card. One of either 8 or 9, depending on how creative we are being and how much we love to create the cards for the Winter Creative Escape using at least all of the consumables. So we try to pull in all the designer paper between the cards. I shouldn't say all, but a piece at least from each pack so that you go home with samples of all the different consumables, which is awesome. Okay, so back to Marcia. She asked a question about the December monthly class with the willow. So these are the 3 cards that we're making for the December monthly class. All right, so that's the willow, the cherry, and then the snowman season. Primarily needing sentiments and then also something for a snowman there. So we shared one card. So just know once the December, or I should say the Winter Creative Escape cards are designed, I will be doing a special like YouTube or, you know, a live class, or not a class, a live sharing with you all of that stuff. Let's think here. Is there anything else? So Carissa helped me put in all the names of people who attended November classes, and she recalculated anybody who is close to getting a free class via the loyalty rewards I do. So a bunch of you have already picked out your cards or your classes that you want to take. Just know there are a few more that got added to the list after we got November in there. And if you did get an email from me or a text or something, and I asked you for your free class, like as soon as you get a moment, get that signed up so that I have that figured in. So yeah, what else, you guys? I don't know. It's 5 o'clock. It's 7 to 5. So this took a little bit longer than I had thought. It usually takes about an hour, but sometimes 45 minutes. There was just a lot of stuff to go over. So I am not going to be doing a swap card live with you guys. I'm going to save that for maybe tomorrow morning or Friday morning. So stay tuned. I have all the Radically Retro swap cards and the customer swaps. Yeah, and I'll do those. I was like, do I do the customer swap now? I'm like, no. I'm going to do those as a separate live video, probably Friday morning or tomorrow. It just depends what happens tomorrow with Thanksgiving. I know we're heading out to my parents' house for lunch around noon, and then we go to Tyler's mom for dinner, and we stay up by her for a while, and then it's going to be a crazy next 2 days, I think. And then you guys, on Saturday is the Small Business Saturday Showcase, and I do a used stamp set in conjunction where I have like maybe 15 different vendors that are set up. We do a big stamp sale. So if you're local to the Fond du Lac area and looking for something to do on Saturday, it's November 26th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We have a used stamp sale, and we have vendors like Pampered Chef, 31, Tastefully Simple, Epicure, Simply Fun Games, Paparazzi is there, Pampered Chef, I don't know if I said that, but there's all a Mary Kay is there. We have it's like a vendor event that we do. And we have a bunch of crafters as well. So LuLaRoe, Norwex, yeah. So fun stuff. If you're in the area and you're looking for something on Saturday, make sure to stop by for that. So Hope Eve. Happy Thanksgiving, maybe? Is that supposed to say? I'm not sure, Latokia. It says Hope Eve. What else? I'm just always forgetting something, it seems. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all that stuff. It's going to be a great December. Lots of cards are going to get made. Hope everyone has a blessed Thanksgiving. Yes, Latokia, I thought that's where you were headed with that. So I do too. I hope everybody has a blessed and very happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all you guys and gals, everybody who watches me and puts up with my shenanigans and my craziness. And we do definitely have a lot of fun stamping together. I appreciate you guys taking my classes and watching me. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about how much people enjoy them. And so that makes me happy. And I'm very thankful for you guys to be a part of my community of stampers and crafters and creators, right? So, and my helpers, you guys. Oh my gosh. Thank you to all my helpers. They help bring all of this to you guys. I help orchestrate it, but they help me facilitate all of it by helping me with the die cutting, the embossing, the designing, the kitting. It is not a one-man show, guys. It is like I should say a one-woman shop. It is a team event, and we have a tribe here that works hard, and I just kudos to everybody who helps me make the magic happen. So, all right, you guys, I think that's it. I'm going to let you go. Lots of sunshine, love, and hugs to you. We will see you again in the next day or two with the swap cards, and also, I don't know, something else, I think. So, all right, don't eat too much turkey, you guys. Love you long time. Bye, Linda. Thank you for loving my cards. Bye, everybody.